The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com.
Peter, you're anxious that your friend is avoiding you? One friend?
Yes, basically, it's basically the issue is I've been acquainted with him for a long time, but we started hanging out this summer because I came back to the area I live in after being away at college. Basically, he was very happy to hang out. You know, he's been very... And I'm also friends with another friend of his.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm losing you. You were buddies with him before you went to college?
No, I knew him. I was acquainted with him, and we were pretty much friends. I mean, we talked a lot, but we never really hung out.
Okay.
But we've started hanging out, and he's very friendly, and, you know, he's one of those people who seems like he makes friendships quickly, so I am too. But anyway.
He makes friends easily?
Yeah, he's not someone who would have a... Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been hanging out with him, and the last time I hung out with him was about a month ago, and he was very friendly then, you know, and everything like that. But, like, sometimes I'll text him, do you want to hang out? And he won't say anything. But I've asked my friend, who's also friends with him, and he says he's not always responsive. You know, there's no way you've done anything to offend him. It takes a lot to offend him. But, like, last time we talked, I was like, I'll say, what's up? He'll be like, what's up with you? And then I'll ask him something, and then sometimes, and he'll usually respond, but occasionally he won't. Only reason I'm worried now is, like, last time I texted him was, like, Saturday or Friday,
okay.
And I don't want to text him too much, you know?
Right.
Because I've been texting him a lot. You know, I don't want to be too pushy.
Right.
But I want us to remain friends, and I'm, you know, as I told you what his friend said, who's also my friend, he said, look, you know, it takes a lot to offend him. He said he's not always responsive. You know, that's not you. That's just him. He's really bad about getting back to people. He said that to me. So I just want to clear this up with my friend and just be like, you know, so, I mean, I don't know how to do it.
Let me jump in here. What you have is what I call the fill-in-the-blank problem. He's not texting me back, and the reason he's doing this is draw a line. I don't know. You have a big question mark on that line. Why is he not connecting with me? I'm reaching out to him. I'm pacing it. I'm not texting him every hour. You know, I'm not smothering him, but it's at a reasonable pace, and he just doesn't seem to be responding. And go ahead.
That's the thing I want to make clear. He's very responsive 99% of the time, but he's, as my friend said, he's not always responsive, meaning my other friend, who's also his friend, meaning he does that with everybody. And so then I'm not concerned, but I want to, sometimes he's not, and I haven't hung out with him in a while, and I don't like that. And he lives in my area, but he lives kind of far away.
Okay.
But that's not, you know?
Okay, so here's the issue. It's a high enough value that you're calling me. You're wanting to understand how to maneuver through what seems like a sticky situation for you. You know, because on one hand, you don't have to be friends with him, or you can just accept him at the level of friendship that he's comfortable with and find other friends to fill that gap. If you have uneven expectations regarding the friendship, and I know I've had them over the years. Sometimes I want to be, and there was one female friend that I wanted to be closer to, and she didn't like emailing, and she traveled far away, and she didn't email. And what am I going to do? It just made me feel left out and not valued enough, and that hurt. And so but I can't change her, and she didn't do it to hurt me. You know, that's just her thing. And so what you did was very good. You spoke with somebody else, and you got some data. It's not conclusive data, but you got some data that this is normal for this guy. You know, this is the type of friendship you'll have. He's a good guy. Doesn't mean to hurt anybody, but he's not going to answer his texts right away. You know, he'll take his time, and don't get it.
Fine.
What?
Yeah.
And don't get it.
Yeah.
And so you can check with him, but what I'm curious about is, where is your mind going that you're thinking it's something negative?
Hey, I got to interrupt this because we've got to pay some bills. 30 seconds, that's it. A very quick ad, and then Alan will be back.
Romance. I wish I knew more about what girls want from a relationship. Boy, I wish I knew more about what I want. Where's that ad I saw? Here it is. The Selfish Path to Romance, a serious romance guidebook. Download Chapter 1 for free at selfishromance.com and buy it at amazon.com. The Selfish Path to Romance. That is interesting.
What I'm curious about is, where is your mind going that you're thinking it's something negative?
Well, I just, I'm sure he'd be eager to hang out more, but like sometimes he can't, sometimes he's just busy or it's the time of day or something. But I'd like to clear this up with him. So I'm like, what I'm concretely trying to say is, how do I say, making sure that I haven't, that there's nothing going on, but I still want to hang out with him more and when we're going to hang out again.
Okay. Well, I would assume the lighter reason first. If you drew a line and at one end you had the best case scenario, and then let's say you start off at the 0 point with the worst case scenario, and at the other end with the best case scenario. Don't start out with the worst case scenario, because let's just say this is his habit. There's absolutely nothing going on. He was just busy and doing other things and he didn't get back to you. So what? That's the way he works. And so if you call him and say, what did I do to offend you? Did I hurt you? And did I hurt your feelings? He's going to say, where's this guy coming from? He's weird.
Right.
It's like it's like you're feeling anxious, and it's like you're feeling insecure and groveling, and that's not good for you. You don't want to come in with that. If you said to him instead, I texted you, and my guess or my understanding is, tell me if this is accurate, that sometimes you text back, sometimes you're real busy, and it's a different pacing than, and I'm okay with that. And he might say, oh yeah, that's the way I am. And you got your answer.
Okay.
Just
saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since I last texted him was like Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you think it's too soon now to text him, or not really?
Friday or Saturday. I don't think it's. I don't think it's too soon.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you did it very lightheartedly, playfully, you could just say, checking in, how are things going, or something like that. Just something light. And he might not say anything, and you might not hear from him, but I would give it a few more days to find out what's going on, because if he does talk to you and he's very friendly towards you, then all of your worst fears are dismissed. I'm going to leave you with one thought, though. The fact that it agitates you so much about this one friend, you want to ask this is not so much a thought but a question, why is this bothering me? Have I been injured in the past by this? Or does he mean so much to me? You want to figure out what's going in your mind that makes this such a big issue.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you very much, Peter, for your call.
Thanks. Bye.
And here's a little more from Dr. Kenner.
We've got to do something, Pierre.
Mother.
She's not getting any better. In fact, she may be getting worse.
Oh, she'll be fine, Mrs. Spencer. She just needs a little time, that's all.
Time's running out. This cotillion is a huge event now. Caitlin's father and I have spent a fortune on the party. All of her friends are coming, and I will not have her looking like a... I just want Caitlin to feel secure. Right?
I understand.
And that's from the movie Take the Lead, about dancing. And this young woman's learning to dance so she can dance in a cotillion, this ball, this coming out party. And the mother just wants her to learn how to dance so she can feel secure, so the daughter can feel secure. Do you buy that? I don't. I think the mother wants her to learn to dance so that the mother can show her off. And the daughter knows that. And the daughter wants to learn to dance just for herself, not for her mother. And she doesn't even enjoy dancing for someone else. And you've probably felt that yourself. If you're doing something because your husband or your wife or your partner or your mother or your father want you to do it, and it's not coming from inside you, you know what that feels like. It is not fun. You feel stressed. You feel like you're working against yourself. You feel like you're betraying yourself. And you are betraying yourself. You need to know how to give yourself a voice, and maybe you do know how to do that. You need to give yourself a tactful voice so you can feel good after you speak, that you said everything you needed to say, and really learn to stand up for yourself. Be your own best friend.
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Kenner and Dr. Edwin Locke, who's world famous for his theories in goal setting.
A romantic relationship is ideally a partnership of equals. Decisions that affect both partners should be made jointly, which is another way of enhancing mutual visibility. Consider a negative case. Katie complains that her boyfriend Chuck is full of surprises that are intended to please her, such as vacation getaways. It's a disaster because he never bothers to ask her what she actually wants. Imagine telling your partner on Wednesday that you've arranged for a vacation to Alaska next week, when in fact your partner has no desire to go to Alaska and has a busy work schedule.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com, and you can buy The Selfish Path to Romance at amazon.com.